Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm here on the top of a mountain actually. Really funny. I hope the sound is okay. The crypto summit yesterday was absolutely flop. We expected so much more from it, but unfortunately it did not happen, and therefore we got punished again with the current price action going to the downside. Now the big question is, are we going much lower? How long can we go lower? And when are we getting finally a proper bounce back to the upside? If you want to know what I'm talking about, then let's go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in here again on this Saturday today. So I'm gonna start off really briefly with the DXY. The DXY keeps crashing down while Bitcoin is not reacting to it whatsoever, which is absolutely insane. That kind of divergence is something that we have not seen in a really, really long time. But I have seen it 4 years ago, no, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I have seen it in the past. And it was not sustainable for a really long time before price was catching up to Bitcoin in that sense, of course, back to the upside. So another reason why Bitcoin has, without any doubt in my mind, to go up any moment is that the M2 money supply is increasing. So that means there's more money in circulation. The money has to go somewhere. And when the M2 money supply increases, a lot of the money is going into risk assets down the road. Then that means, of course, it goes into Bitcoin and into crypto. We need to be here a little bit more patient, guys. But I'm telling you, the major bounce is not far away anymore. Also, from a technical perspective, on the charts, we cannot go for a sustainable time much lower. That's just not how charts are working. And therefore, we're gonna get here really soon a bounce, and it might actually lead to Bitcoin will do well into May, where normally we should, you know the drill, sell and may go away. We actually should sell and go away, and it might be this time a little bit different. So let's talk about Bitcoin. Here on the weekly chart, the only thing that I want to see for Bitcoin is holding the golden ratio and holding the downward sloping line on the falling wedge pattern, because then we are getting our buy signal here that we are poised to get on the stochastic RSI. The RSI is already, I think, in oversold conditions, or are we? No, we are still bullish to neutral when it comes to the RSI, but I definitely want to see a close above $86,200 for the Bitcoin price this weekend to start bouncing here on the stochastic RSI and print continuation. Also on the 12-hourly chart, we are still holding this overall downward sloping channel here that we are in, and we are still respecting this channel, but we need to come up here at least to $92,300 to break above the EMA ribbon, to also here signal continuation into higher levels. The longer we stay below that, longer Bitcoin will go to the downside, but again, there is a time limit on it, So here you see also the stochastic is slightly turning around already. The RSI is already turning around, and the MACD might also bounce here back to the upside from the signal line. So the trend line bounces off the signal line back to the upside. As long as we're not breaking above $88,400 and start breaking back into the EMA ribbon, there's not a lot of bullishness in Bitcoin right now. So unfortunate it sounds, but it is what it is, So, but on the other hand, if you accumulate on spot or trade with grid bots, this might be a really good opportunity to load up as much as you can before we actually start to go higher, because you never know when that moment comes, So you have to take the chances as they are coming, and that's what I'm also doing. Now on the MDX algo scalp gradients, we keep cooling down in terms of the scalp gradients, but as I said yesterday, so in this chart I don't have it, unfortunately I have to redraw it. As long as we're holding here this upward sloping trend line, in the short term we are fine, So we are now of course kissing it again. If we can get from here proper bounce back into the golden ratio above $90,000 and manage to stay there, then we have a good chance that we're actually going to go into higher levels here. But if we would now break down, then we open up the possibility actually to come all the way down here to $76,000. I don't want to see that actually unfolding. Here also the reactor indicator, again a good sign, is slightly turning around for potential continuation to the upside, but also the scalp gradients need to come here back into hotter regions, and Bitcoin just need to get above these key levels that I just mentioned. So here on ZoomX, again guys, I'm totally transparent all the time with you. This trade is since earlier this afternoon actually in a loss. It was for a long time not in a loss. but it's only a little bit in a loss, as you can see here. I'm like 1% spot, on spot 1% down, which is not the end of the world. Again, if you want to trade with me on ZoomX together, guys, a non-KYC exchange, use link in the description and the pin comment below. There's also still bonuses for you if you sign up and use link. Make use of that, because I'm gonna 10x that account also here in the next coming months. If you want to do that with me together, you need to have a ZoomX account, guys. Now, on the liquidation levels, we have a lot of new liquidation levels actually coming in here. We have first the high leverage liquidity in the higher price segment all the way up to $100,000. Then we have here in the mid section between $88,500 to $91,700, a little bit of high leverage liquidity, all on the short side. While the 50 moving average is here slightly turning around, but also here we need price action to get above the 50 moving average, above $87,500 again, to continue that trajectory into a golden cross here by mid to end March. So only then we're going to get it. Below us is now some high leverage long liquidity. We might take this out before we actually get continuation to the upside. It is a valid scenario right now because price action is pretty close to it already. There might be a good chance that we create a CME gap, which was kind of like here, around $90,000 almost, and open all the way down here. So getting almost another $10,000 CME gap, but this time to the upside. So which would be really, really nice. Here you also see some confluence, where we could come all the way down to around $83,580. Because here is some liquidity, but afterwards, majority of liquidity is still above us, guys. And we're going to go and tap it. Just need to be a little bit more patient, guys. So, and while we are patient, we're accumulating on spot every single time when it dips a little bit. So every time, instead of smoking cigarettes, if you're a smoker, instead of buying for $5 or $10, depending on where you live, a pack of cigarettes, put it into crypto, So I'm not saying meme coins, quality. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Sui, whatever. The time will come where everybody that's laughing at us right now will be not laughing anymore, as in every cycle. And then we're going to show them why we had so much conviction also in this cycle. So I will be honest, I need a little bit more conviction in this cycle than in all prior ones, but this is fine, because I've seen it before. Also here, my trade is still profitable, over $3,300 in profit. So if you followed my trade, which was, by the way, absolutely public, you would be still here in the profit currently. If you want to trade with me on ByDefi together, don't forget they have a lot of sign-up bonuses right now going on. You should take advantage of that with the link in the description and the pin comment below, because also this account I'm gonna 10x here. In the next 2 months I'm gonna 10x also that account, guys. So make sure that you are signed up on ByDefi to trade with me together there. Every single trade will be public, like this trade here that I had given a couple of days ago. Now, the Bitcoin dominance is still breaking it to the downside, but clinching on that resistance level. I still believe that next week, at some point, we are going to come down here to the bottom of the range, to 60%. Then we need to see if we get another bounce or finally break it to the downside. But definitely move to the bottom of the range is what I see here unfolding. So for the total free market cap, so here is not much to say. We need a close above $835 billion to get any sort of continuation. Right now we're just chopping sideways. As long as we are chopping sideways, there's not much to say about the total free market cap. With Ethereum, things start to look a little bit better here, especially for hourly chart. For hourly chart on stochastic is printing a buy signal, RSI going to the upside, MACD going to the upside. So here Ethereum might start a run really soon. But here also we have the down sloping trend line that needs to be broken first, at around $2,227, only when downward sloping trend line and that horizontal line is broken, we're gonna get a nice move to the upside in the direction of $2,400, $2,500. So if you want to get into an Ethereum trade, wait until one of these levels is broken or both together. Even though indicators signaling right now would be a good moment, always wait for confirmation, guys. Always wait for confirmation. On a daily chart, not looking all too good, we'll be honest. We could risk to run here back into $134 to $127, and only if we bounce from there, then we could initiate here a bigger move back to the upside. And then yes, the 4-hourly chart looks like it might be turning around here anytime soon, but also for that we need a break above $141 to get confirmation, and until then we are kind of no man's land. So I would only open a trade only if we come down here into these regions where we have major buy orders. Only there I would open a trade. Otherwise, wait for a break of $141 before you do anything. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade without actually risking your money, there is a way to do that on Pionex. Go to Pionex with the link in the description below. Also there you still get a lot of sign-up bonuses if you start trading with a grid bot. Next week I'm gonna dedicate a video how to set up a grid bot, and also explain you how to easily just follow my own grid bot strategies. So if you think that's interesting, go and check it out. Get an account there with the link in the description below. And don't forget, guys, I have to go now here again because I'm coughing like crazy. Smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you more healthy and with more money tomorrow.